St. Louis.
Nobody is coming to save us, guys. We have to save ourselves.
America's murder capital.
But I'm gonna save as many as I can. Yes, that's it, Doc.
But the bigger killer here is fentanyl addiction.
You know, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I have to be ready. I don't want to come back out here.
Why do people choose not to have help?
That's $1 million question.
Say something has to be done.
Hi, Amy.
Yes.
I'm Krishnan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Amy and Joe are both former addicts trying to help others get clean.
You're more likely to die from an overdose than COVID in St. Louis.
Or a gunshot.
Or a gunshot, which is horrible.
Of the 436 overdose deaths last year, most were down to fentanyl, a highly addictive synthetic opiate. What difference has the arrival of fentanyl made here?
Well, I know from personal experience, like, it just grabs a hold of you quicker than any other drug out there.
Amy is a former sex worker and was addicted to fentanyl and crack while on the streets. She knows exactly how hard it is to get clean.
Addiction is not a winning game. It's just not. Most clients, I think, relapse within the first 90 days.
So what kind of area is this?
You get a lot of prostitutes around here. You get a lot of action around here.
State streets are very dangerous.
Yeah, I'll get out and talk to a couple people, let them know what's going on right here, all right?
Hi, baby.
How are you been?
So what are you doing to stay clean?
Amy still sees women she was prostituted with years ago who are still dulling the pain of this life with fentanyl.
If you're not ready, I get it. I've been there. You know me, I used to walk these streets with you every day, right? But when you are ready, we're here for you.
Amy said, are you ready for help? And you said no.
No, I'm not. I mean,
What do you mean by that?
I'm not ready to give it up. I mean, I was clean for 3 years. I was going to the methadone clinic. When I broke my ribs and I couldn't walk, I was in so much pain, and I got back on the fentanyl to kill the pain. And I've been back on it since.
How much are you using?
Maybe about $100 worth a day.
Wow.
So when you get ready, I'll put you in detox, whatever works for you. It's your recovery, it's not mine.
Are you tempted at all by what Amy's saying?
Yeah, I mean, I hear it. Believe me, I kind of want help, but then I don't, you know? I go back and forth with it. I have to be ready. I don't want to come back out here and do this all over again. But I will do some thinking about it, and I will get back with you.
When you're ready, I got you, okay?
Okay, babe, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good seeing you.
You too, pretty.
Okay,
Take care.
I will.
It breaks my heart, man. I walked the streets with her for 5 years. Out here jumping in and out of cars with her, you know? It breaks my heart to see them still trapped. It does. It's hard.
It is.
So everything's free, you know what I mean?
When you see how people are living here, you assume that they must want help. Of course they would want help. But it's when they start explaining why they are not quite ready that you realize the real fear for them is failure.
It's hard that I wouldn't let anything or anyone come between me and my kids, but I have let fentanyl, you know, come between me and my kids.
Because our love lays with the dope only. I mean, you don't think about anything else. I have 4 kids. I didn't lose them. Granted that, you know, I had a good family that was taking care of them. But we do.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you're gonna get you. Go.
we should probably go.
Yeah. Well, good
Call
luck.
me on Monday.
An argument was breaking out and a knife was drawn. It was time to leave. The Jubilee Community Church is on what they call North St. Louis's Murder Mile, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in America. It recently opened its door to a local drug treatment clinic called ARCA. As we're filming, a young man arrives.
They told me that you can help people who are withdrawing from opiates.
Yes.
I'm very, very sick.
Okay. Tyler Jackson?
Yes.
And when was the last time you used?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So follow me this way. We're gonna head down here. I'm gonna give you a cup and show you where the restroom is.
I got you. In that cove and around the turn, there's a door on your right.
The first thing they have to do here is check what is in Tyler's system. So he's gone off to do a urine test because the medication that is available here can make you feel much worse if you've still got a lot of fentanyl in your blood.
So if they have fentanyl in their system,
Andrew helps to run the clinic here. This is a guy taking the first step.
this is how it all starts. Walks in the door and decides he's done, he wants help.
So he says he hasn't taken anything since Tuesday. That was 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is that long enough?
No, it'll still be in the system. How you feeling, Bo?
I'm very sick, man.
Rough.
Yeah.
All right, man, we'll get you taken care of, buddy.
All right.
Come on.
So what are your withdrawal symptoms today?
Diarrhea, throwing up, my body hurts.
Okay.
Tyler needs to be assessed to see whether he's ready for detox treatment. If accepted, the clinic and church can also help patients with housing, therapy, and even work.
I'll tell you what, if you're sick, man, you can sit down here and kick back in that chair if you want. There's a blanket behind you. You want water or anything?
No.
Okay.
How long have you been using?
8 years.
What do you take?
Fentanyl and heroin.
So you've decided to quit?
Yes.
Why?
Because it ruined my life. I'm only 27. I haven't even started living yet, and my life is ruined. I'm tired of going back and forth to prison. I'm just tired of it. And I just can't do it anymore. I can't. You know, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
So you're going cold turkey right now?
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Horrible. I feel horrible. It sucks.
You must be feeling quite determined that you want to go through this.
Yeah, I am. I'm very determined. I've stole Christmas presents from my daughter. I've stolen from stores. I've stolen from my 94-year-old grandma, you know? And those are the things that ruined my life family-wise.
I want to hear what it's like being on the other side of that. I've come to see Tyler's dad, Walter. He says he's tried many times to get his son into treatment, but each time he relapsed. Walter Jackson.
Please wait. Your call is in progress.
They called Tyler the privileged kid, you know. His friends told him, boy, you lucky because you have a mother and a father, because a lot of kids didn't have, especially their fathers. I think I can find some in here. The old shoebox. Okay, that's the picture that he took when he went to his first dance, 9th grade dance.
When were you first aware that he was hanging out with the gangs and getting in trouble?
He started at an early age, but like when his mother passed 7 years ago, that really put him over the edge. He just kind of went on a rampage, you know. He started shooting drugs then. It got pretty bad. There were times when I thought I was going to lose him, you know, to drugs.
What were you saying to him?
I kept telling him, Tyler, you need to change your friends. Tyler was not a street person, and you could see it. He did so many things. He stole from me. Before my wife died, she was checking our bank account, And she said, come here. And it was all zeros. They wiped out everything we had, basically, you know.
But you've given him another chance, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll give him a chance till he dies. That's my son, you know. That's my son.
The derelict buildings across North St. Louis tell the story of a fast-shrinking, deindustrialized city. These neighborhoods are overwhelmingly black, and if you're a black male, you're twice as likely to die of an overdose than if you're white.
So, if you look right here, every one of these guys here are selling dope. All these guys right here are high. See the guy right there smoking a crack pipe right now?
Andrew is also in recovery. He's been clean for about 8 months. And so when you were an addict yourself, were you buying your drugs here?
Yeah, hit and miss. Here, Kansas City, one or the other.
Right.
But I did a lot of drugs, but I sold a lot of drugs too. I shot methamphetamine in my veins for 20 years. A gram to 2 a day, plus 3 sometimes. It didn't really matter to me. If I could get high on it, I was gonna mainline it.
As well as helping run the clinic, Andrew manages a house for men on detox treatment. Some are homeless, others need a place to get their lives back on track.
So this is their chore board. Each chore is a different person will have a different chore each week. So it changes every week.
So they work in the house, in the church, and out in the community as well?
Yeah.
Hi there. How you doing? All right, how are you? One of the men, Brian, has been here detoxing for 3 months. He's desperate to escape the life he had before, and not just the addiction.
I've seen friends die, all type of crazy stuff. Like a lot of my childhood friends are dead right now, so, you know, it's crazy. Most of them are gun violence or doing life in prison. They might have robbed somebody and the person came back and killed them. You know, like the lifestyle will kill you. Addicts will kill you, so.
That's the kind of thing that you've been trying to escape, is it?
I mean, I used drugs to deal with it in the past, yes.
The man who decided to make Jubilee Community Church this sort of one-stop shop against fentanyl addiction is Pastor Brian Moore.
All right. I am 2 different kind of man. I will love you to death, but also I will hold you accountable. Everybody understand that? Now, do you believe that I care about you? Yes, sir. Of course I do. Stick together. Be family. Because that's what we are here. If I get you confused about it, I will come against that.
We just saw you with the guys from the house. What is the purpose of that meeting that you have with those guys?
It is order. See, when you're in the street, there is no order. It's pretty chaotic. I have to have structure in this place to bring about a certain amount of peace and security. All right, both thumbs pointed toward the target. Everybody got that?
This man of God is also a firearms instructor.
Fire. Deep breath.
It's in his blood. Pastor Moore traces his ancestors back to a famous slave preacher, Nat Turner, who led a bloody rebellion in 1831.
Now, watch how solid she is. Give her a round of applause.
The death rate from overdose is disproportionate in the black community. Why is that?
We are a trauma-based community, fear-based community. It becomes how we so-called self-medicate. What I can tell you is that most of the people who come here, they're broken. They're broken from something. Something broke them. And most of them have been let down. Most of them have been abused. They just can't get out, even if they want to.
They are the only ones who can help themselves, because no one else is coming.
Our motto here is no one else is coming to save you. You are responsible for yourselves.
The racial disparities here are stark. 1/5 of all city residents live in poverty, but black people are 3 times more likely than white people to be affected.
You see that dumpster over here? or the container over here, they're sitting just to the right of that container. See them?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can help them. I don't want to just run them off to go die somewhere. Are you struggling with addiction?
Nah, but I'm homeless right now.
You're homeless? Why don't you come in and I can potentially help you get some housing?
Yeah, I'm kind of homeless too. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I can probably help the both of you. All right. So here's the downside to what we do is that you can offer them anything. Just like you can lead a horse to water, but I can't force them to come.
Why do people choose not to have help?
I think just because they haven't reached their bottom. You know, everybody reaches their bottom at a different level.
Alrighty, Mr. Smith, let's do this thing. Have a seat, Dave.
Brian has come to the clinic for an injection of naltrexone. It's a key part of the treatment that blocks opiates working on the brain and reduces cravings.
It's all over with. Would you come back in 3 weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, well, I will see you in 3 weeks.
Do you feel protected once you have the shot? Yes. Because it's going to stop the fentanyl working anyway.
You have to be crazy to do something that you're not going to have no effect behind it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
was there a single thing that happened that made you want to change, or is it?
I just got tired,
you know?
Yeah, like what? I've never seen like a friend of mine until like a year ago go to treatment and come back and, you know, never use again since then. So,
really?
Yeah.
So it normally doesn't work?
I mean, it works if you work it. Like, you have to be really committed to it. Like, if you're going to change, you have to change everything about your past.
Yeah.
The people, the places you hang out, everything.
Before Tyler can get onto naltrexone, he needs medication to help detox and stay off fentanyl. What have you got for him?
I've got something for nausea, upset stomach, something for anxiety. I guess that's the Suboxone right there.
So, are you feeling a little relieved at least to have that in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
We'll catch up with you later.
All right.
Hope you're feeling better. Made in China, trafficked through Mexico, fentanyl here is getting cheaper. I've come to meet a street dealer whose identity we've agreed to hide.
Always make sure you squeeze on it so you can make sure it's full. Just because it look full, that don't mean it's full. You got to make sure you squeeze it. There you go.
He says he can make thousands of dollars a day, mostly selling to regular clients. Do you feel any responsibility for any of the bad stuff that's going on in North St. Louis?
Some days I feel like I do. I be feeling like, damn, I'm part of this. I'm part of the problem.
Do you ever worry about your clients ODing or?
Most of the times I do, because different batches be hella strong, so I fuck around, I have to check up on my peoples, like if I ain't heard from them in a minute, but I've been taking care of them to the point where they've been straight, you know, make sure they cool.
But there's no way he can be sure his clients are safe. Fentanyl is one of the deadliest drugs. Tiny amounts, pinhead quantities, can kill you. It's early.
I'm not really a morning person, but have to get up for work, you know, so.
And the men in the treatment house have all got jobs to go to.
Supposed to be in the single digits when y'all come home. Cut it out, man.
Y'all ready? Well, I'm leaving. They can continue to talk.
For most of them, it's the first regular work they've had in years. Organised by the church, they're all employed by a factory making packaging. What does having this job mean to you now?
I'm finally doing something for myself now, you know. I'm learning something new. I'm around different people, you know, so I actually really want something out of life today, so.
And how do you feel about, this place giving you this chance? Because a lot of employers won't give somebody with a criminal record a job?
I mean, what I was told that they believe in second chances, and this is my second chance, and I'm going to take advantage of it.
Brian certainly talks like a man who will defy the odds, but there are thousands of others here who are still trapped. You wonder whether the rest of America is ever going to see them as their problem. In many ways, what we've seen here has been inspiring. Individuals taking responsibility for their own recovery and helping others to lift themselves up. But the more time you spend here, the more you realize this hasn't happened by accident. This is the product of decades of deprivation, of segregation, and of the deindustrialization of these parts of Midwestern America. These massive numbers of overdoses are systemic. They begin with poverty, and it's going to take a lot more than individual struggle to overcome it.
Hello, can I speak to Tyler Jackson?
Yes, sir. Tyler. Hello.
Hello, T.
What's up, Dad?
Not too much. What's up with you?
Nothing.
So, how did they go, Tyler?
Oh, it was all right. I've been taking my meds, so they've been helping with the withdrawals and all of that.
Well, so far, I think you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah?
I'm trying.
Oh, what did Curtis Mayfield and the Impression say?
Keep on pushing.
Keep on pushing. There you go.
That's right. Gotta keep on pushing.
Yeah. I was on pins and needles again, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I won't have to go through that again.
No. Well, hopefully, here soon, you'll be able to come to my apartment and make me be on pins and needles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't do that to you, Tyler.
I know. Okay, Daddy-O, well, I love you.
I love you too, Tyler.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
He sounds pretty good.
Yeah?
Do you trust it?
Yes, because he's in a controlled environment right now. But like we say, we got to get him through that and then put him back out here in society and see how he does, you know. We'll see how Daddy's way works. I listen to my father.
Let's hope he listens to his.
Yeah, that's my prayer.